If you want your sports podcast funny and real,
JB and Benny Blue Review, and ooh, the Valley hot, baby.
Tune in to the former Arizona Cardinal Jeremy Bridges and Benny Blue for the JB and Benny Blue Review.
Benny, check this out, man.
Pow, pow, pow.
I ain't rocking nothing but Valley Boys Association all summer, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Zach and Cody, baby.
Uncensored. Late nights here on the Casual Sports Radio Network.
Episode 235, always awake, and we're all the way live. It's the review for your listening and viewing pleasure.
Hey,
throw 'em up, baby, throw it up.
What up, man? It's your boy JB, man. And of course, this man to my side is my brother from another mother. All right, that's my dog, Benny Blue, right there, man. You know what I'm saying? So, welcome to episode 240. Who?
235, my good
Oh, okay,
Lord.
we're pushing it. 235. All right. On the JB and Benny Blue Review, man, if you are new to us, we appreciate you being here. If you are an old head veteran showing up for the umpteenth thousandth time, we appreciate all your business. You can follow us at JB and Benny Blue on all social media platforms. That's, yeah, TikTok's in there too. All right, yes. Benny's on there doing a couple dances here and there. You know, just entertain the people, just to make sure that we keep this thing a little spiced. All right, without a doubt. So check us out, man. You know what I'm saying? We get back with you. Follow us on our own individual Instagrams. Mine is at 73 KingJB73, and Benny Blue Eyes always has been, always will be at Benny Blue Eyes. You want to holler at us and listen to us in the Valley of the Sun. All right, we live stream at casualsports.com. All right, shout out to our boys Ed, Earl, J Bond, all the homies. You know what I'm saying? Money Making Mitch.
Oh.
Who has joined our podcast, you know what I'm saying? And of course, we can't forget about Sean McConnell, punk ass. Who's always ducking and dodging us like Floyd Mayweather was ducking fights back 15 years ago, right? So, of course, you know what I'm saying? You check us out here in the Valley, man. That's how you do it right there. You still want to hear our melodious voices, right? You want to hear our melodious voices, you know what I'm saying? JB and Benny Blue After Dark. You heard it. All right. $1 get there for you.
Uncut.
All right. Yeah. $1 will get there for you. Patreon.com/JB and Benny Blue. $1 a month. Do I need to remind you people what you do with that dollar? Right? You getting Lucy's from the store. You buying Lucy's from the store, you know what I'm saying? 50-cent Newports, you know what I'm saying? No, that's a lot more than $1 a month at the strip club, you know what I'm saying? That's about $5,500 a month for some of these cats out here.
Oh my
Either way
God.
go, give me that hot dollar. Patreon.com/JB and Benny Blue. You can hear our voice in true podcast form. All right, check out our website where we have all of our merchandise. Of course, Cardinal fans, you can go and get 10% off of that Bird Gang all day unisex shirt. We got hoodies, we got shirts, long sleeve, short sleeve, all that. You know what I'm saying? Use promo code BG at checkout, right? To get 10% off your entire order. All right, again, jbandbennyblue.com/store. All right, yeah, I like that. Check me out on Tuesday nights, right? The night before today, right? For the Burning Bridges podcast, we live stream, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the at AAT Sports _ that's at Twitter, and the at AAT Birds. It's all about the Birds family. Of course, if you're checking us out on YouTube, that's the so I'm gonna get it right. The AAT Media Sports Media Network. We'll
repost the shit. We'll
horrible,
hook you up,
right? It's so long of a name. We got to figure out an acronym for that shit, right? Or something. You know what I'm saying? It's so long a name. People fall asleep saying that shit. But either way it goes, check me out, the Burning Bridges podcast. Man, you know, sponsorship, interviews, new music, hate mail, love mail, you know, anything else you want to send, right? We'll leave it at that. All right, JB and Benny Blue Review at gmail.com. And yes, we do play music. All right, we played last episode.
Reaction last week. Run it back.
That's right. Run it back. You know what I'm saying? Great music, by the way. This kid is making good music, doing great things. Right? You can follow him on Instagram. What's his name again?
A guy Perks the Amenity out of the desert.
Perks
and he
the
sent us a
Amenity
new
out of the
song,
desert.
Which Perks, we'll get that to you in a couple of weeks. We'll get you back
Good
on
deal.
the reaction.
So out of the desert via way of Buffalo, New York. Shout out to the Mafia. You know, we love our Bills Mafia around here. All right, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? So get with us again, JB and Benny Blue review at gmail.com. We do hit back. You know what I'm saying? Don't think we out here stunting in front. We not.
Yes.
All right, again, episode 235. We are right here, right now. All right.
Yes, exactly. Speaking of not stunting in front on our people, get with our guys, the Young Boys of Sweet Life and Zach and Cody, Valley Boys Association clothing. Go to valleyboysassociation.com and use code podcast22 for 20% off your order at checkout. And if you want to hold the strap, and I ain't talking discount, double check, it's timtobuy.com.
What that thing in your girl's drawer?
Vehicle. Wow. Pause. Text review to 515-444-7003, and Tim will get you into the car of your dreams wherever you are in the nation, or DM him at It's Tim to Buy on Instagram. All right, coming up, you know, we got some Week 7 recap. The trade deadline, Dr. Bridges, is on November 4th, so we're going to do a little trade deadline predictor and, of course, some Week 8 picks. But, Dr. Bridges, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about this. The MLB playoffs are in full swing. In fact, the World Series is starting between the Phillies and the cheating rat Houston Astros. But in order for them to get there, they needed to get past one team, and that team was JB's Yankees. So, Dr. Bridges, we're going to give you the floor is yours to officially bury the 2022 Yankees MLB season to the tune of, you guessed it, start spreading the news. Damn it.
So
talk to your fellow Yankee fans.
First and foremost, I'd like to say congratulations, Yankees, on a great season. All right. Now, we had the best offensive player in baseball, Aaron Judge. Right. I think he had finished with 62 or 63. Right.
Beat Roger Maris's record.
All right. So, again, the best offensive player in MLB this year, our very own Aaron Judge. 62, Money Making Mitch. Thank you for the stats as always. So, first of all, outside of saying congratulations to my Yankees, second of all, I want to say shame on you, New York Yankees fans, for being so goddamn ungrateful. Right? Excuse me. Being so goddamn ungrateful. We are not in a win now mode. Right? We don't have to win the World Series. We're playing good ball right now. And to me, we're missing a couple key pieces. Right? That's it. We're missing a couple decent hitters. Right? Because we did some good things with the bat this year. But we're still missing a couple key pieces in that bullpen, right? That's that. We're missing a couple key pieces in that bullpen. So either way it goes, Yankees, great season. All right, I'm still waiting because it's going to eventually happen to hear what the Stros did this time because they swept my Yankees and all the offense we've had all year. We couldn't hit the ball for shit, right? So I'm still waiting to see exactly what kind of cheating they did to get where they at this time, all right? Now, I hate to say that, you know what I'm saying, because of who their skipper is, you know what I'm saying? I have a lot of respect for the man. But at the same time, hey, it's Yankees all day, bitch. So, with that being said, Yankees, enjoy your offseason, right? I had a chance to go watch some of our young talent over in Mesa the other night. It was good to see.
Cactus League.
I'm a true Yankees fan, all right? You know what I'm saying? If you're telling me my young Yankees are playing, I'm there to see them, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and most definitely I'll get to a couple games next year, right? But again, Yankees, great season, and go Phillies! All right?
We have Phillies. Bryce Harper finally playing in the big game.
Right,
Jimmy,
exactly.
I gotta be honest, I think the bigger letdown was actually the Mets. I think the Mets had a lot more wind behind themselves, and they really shit the bed, as the Mets do, as
but
you know, as a Yankees fan.
Mets is gonna Met. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna Met. And how about and listen, I'm out here in LA. How about the fucking Dodgers with $1 billion payroll and doing it again, fucking off and tricking it off again?
The Doyers, you know what I'm saying? The Doyers, they did it again. All right, so whatever.
Well, JB
You're right, man.
Has officially buried the 2022 season for the Yankees. So we'll see. Prediction: who do you think's winning the World Series and how many games?
Phillies. It's gonna go the distance. All right.
Phillies in 7.
Somebody got to win by, you know, somebody got to win, you know what I'm saying, like by the margin. You know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna say Phillies in 7. I'm gonna say Phillies in 6. I just really think that I think that again, the Stros, man, like they whatever reason, as soon as they see them pinstripes, they feel like they have to cheat, right? You know what I'm saying? They did something. I know they did something. I can feel it in my gut. They did something, right? And we'll see here pretty soon when it comes out. So
hanging on a trash can, strumming on a street light.
I ain't gonna
word to the beats.
I ain't gonna hold my breath, but you know what I'm saying? It's gonna eventually come out. What happens in the dark eventually comes to the light. Goddamn it! All right, go Phillies.
Yeah, we'll see. Mitch, you're right. Mets, and that's the more disappointing thing. Mets have the higher payroll, $250 million. Mitch says Phillies in 6.
I say Phillies in 6.
I want the Phillies to win. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be the Astros in 7. But I would love to see the Phillies win because, goddamn it, fuck the Astros. Like, straight up.
Fuck the Astros.
Fuck you. Like, Houston, we love you. You know we love you as a city, but damn it, fuck your squad.
Yeah. No, we
Astros.
love you.
All right. So that's enough goddamn MLB talk. Let's get to some shit right now with some Week 7 recap. And, of course, we're going to start with the BG, who JB got a much-needed dub at home. The first one of the season. They beat the Saints 42-34, first home win in 2022. But as the cameras caught one Kyler Homework Murray screaming, and I quote, "Calm the fuck down," to his coach, who looked like he had the deer in his headlights. JB, they got the win. It was a much needed win, but do you feel like this is like delaying the inevitable between Cliff and Kyler and Cliff in general and the whole drama?
Well, to see Kyler come with the passion, right? To be able to, you know what I'm saying? And they have a relationship. Let's be clear, right? Cliff and Kyler have known each other for a long time, right? I mean, a long time. I think since Kyler was a junior in high school, some shit like that, right? There's no secret that Cliff is being a dickhead and he is being slow with the plays. One, right? We're getting the plays in like 11 seconds till the end of the play clock every time, right? He is panicking, right? We see it. It's clear. So for Kyler to blow up like that, kid's a winner. He's a winner, all right? Let's just get it clear. For all you Kyler doubters and haters, he's a winner, right? The kid wants to win. When you put him in position to win, he's going to do that most of the time, right? Cliff isn't doing that. So Kyler, it's boiling over. It's coming to a head. We heard talks about it last week about Cliff saying that he, was thinking about, letting that clipboard slide over to the next hand, right? It would behoove you, brother, if you want to keep your job. We have a talented football team. We have a talented football team to beat anybody we play against on Sundays, Thursdays, Mondays. Anybody, right? So that's right. He's been recruiting since junior high, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Mitch with the facts, they popping in, it's crazy. Either way it goes, I love to see the passion. And at this point, he has the right to, right? He's a leader on our team. He's doing things the right way at this point. So right now, he can't. He has the right to. He has the right to get upset. He has the right. Now, again, he wasn't being disrespectful. He was just like, yo, chill. We cool, right? Just relax. Do your job. Do what you're supposed to do. We're going to take care of this shit. Cliff got to be better. I've said it a million times. I'm going to continue to say it. He has to be better, right? Again, I'm going to say Cliff, pass the clipboard, be more of a head coach, delegate, be more of a quarterback coach, you know what I'm saying, because that's your expertise, right? Hey, we're not taking nothing away from you, you know what I'm saying? You play ball, you coach ball. Hey, it is what it is, right? You're our head coach. We got to love you, right? You like that uncle, you know what I'm saying, that we kind of ashamed of, but we love him anyway, right? We got to love you. We need you to be better, period.
He drinks a little bit too much, but damn it, you always invite him home over for Thanksgiving.
Gotta have him there, man. You know what I'm saying? You know he's gonna do a good dance for you.
God damn it, Unc. I mean, and look, and JB, maybe this is the slight kind of like blow up that they needed to just really clearly communicate with each other, because we are right in the middle of the season. Something's got to give, and like you said, whether it's Cliff passing the sticks or them just communicating better and getting a better flow with play calling during the game. They need to figure something out, because this season is potentially gonna.
This is the turning point.
Topple over.
This is the turning point right now. All I know is 3 and 4 looks better than 2 and 5, right? And we can very easily beat Minnesota to get to 500, right? So yeah, Mitch wants me to tell a story. I don't recall anything, Mitch, right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as like blow ups that have happened, I've been in a lot of locker rooms where there've been some fights cracking and there've been some things going on, and I've been on teams where coaches have gotten fired before we went to games, right? I've seen it all. I done seen it all in 10 years. My 10-year tenure in the NFL, I done seen it all, right? Blow-ups on the sideline, that's kind of common. That's not uncommon in football, right? It's not uncommon in sports. We see it happen all the time. These are grown men. They want to win. There's a passion there, right? The coaches are grown men. They want to win. There's a passion there. So what's up, my man? So we got to make sure, what's up, boy? We got to make sure that all these passions are going in the same goddamn direction. Right? That's all we got to make sure of, right? So the passions can't be big I little you. It's got to be we all going in the same direction. This passion I have, Kyler fussing at Cliff, you know what I'm saying? That was passion saying, hey, I want to win. I want to be part of what we got going on. I want you to be part of what we got going on. Let's get this shit together. So
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
we're at the fork in the road. We'll see how it goes. Speaking of being at a fucking fork in the road, JB, good God Almighty, my kidneys fall. The Cowboys 24-6. That was Mitch's money making pick of the week, and boy, was it wrong for picking that spread.
He blew it.
You know, interestingly enough, they're coming off the bye week, and this was the best week that their defense played all season. And MCDC did a pretty good job as far as play calling and decision making and clock management. But old Goffy Goff gonna Goffy Goff, and he gave it up, and that was the turn of the game in the third quarter when they let it go to the Cowboys. So, Dr. Bridges, there's plenty of blame to go around situations like this when you're one win team.
Plenty of blame.
But ultimately, what do you think? What do you think that we're looking at as far as like when is the decision made that it's time to like move off a head coach? By the way, I don't even think this is the right time, but I'm wondering. It's very much a split opinion on this guy.
I honestly think it's good for you guys' culture. I think Jared Goff just needs to go. Right? You guys need a better quarterback.
Yeah.
At point blank, you need a better quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I don't know stats, and Mitch, I'm pretty sure you're kicking here in a second about Goff's reception to pass and touchdown ratio and all that stuff. But I just think you guys need a better leader behind center, right? You
100%.
got all the intangibles, right? You got a great running back, right? We got decent offensive line, gonna be better, right? Receivers, you got playmakers. You know what I'm saying? You can use one more playmaker, right? Defensively, you guys are tough. Play hard-nosed. I just think that, he came in there with the whole toughness approach. Now it's let's game plan to win approach, right? You got to take your feelings out of coaching. You got to use your smarts, right? You got to use your football sense, right? These are things that you have to do. So I think he's learning. Campbell, what's his last name? Campbell, right?
Yep.
He's learning, right? I still think he's the guy for y'all. I just think you guys just aren't faring well right now. And you got to, Goff ain't the guy. He's just not the guy, man. So.
Right, 100%. And that's where it starts, and you definitely need playmakers there. 1,600 yards, 11 TDs, 6 interceptions. I mean, that's the thing. It's like Mitch, like you pulling up. I mean, the unfortunate reality is he's so in the middle. His name might as well be Malcolm. You know what I mean? Like that's just where it is. You ain't gonna. I mean, you could do worse. But you're
talking about just blending in. But you call that boy camouflage. You know what I'm saying? He's just there.
Exactly.
Right?
Not the dynamic guy that you need. Like you have to have in this league to do it. So you can't blame all the problems on head coach. Will he have to maybe make some coordinator moves at the end of the year? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, you can't go through the cycle like a lot of bad franchises do, where every 2 years is like new coach, every 2 years, because then the best candidates don't want to come there because they feel like I'm a dead man walking as soon as I walk in the door. You're like somewhere else.
You're like, man, I throw one pick, you want to be looking for somebody to replace me. Goddamn.
You got the old lady in the owner's suite with the binoculars. Like,
no, she got the one. She got the one joint. You know what I'm saying? She got the pirate joint. You know what I'm saying? She's sitting there
walk the plank. Oh my God. So kiddies, I mean, look, we'll see if they can get close to getting their Vegas over under of 6.5. I seriously doubt it now, but listen, if they get more than 3, that's technically progress. So we'll see what happens. Keeping it moving, Dr. Bridges. Oh, the Packers fell to the Commanders and the Bucks lose in inglorious fashion to the Panthers. Jeremy, are Brady and Rodgers slipping or the rest of the team tripping? What are we looking at?
Brady and Rodgers both are slipping. Now they're both getting old. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to say Brady is slipping more. We understand why he's slipping. Again, that man's going through a lot right now. He's trying not to let it distract him.
AB's tearing it down.
Right. You know what I'm saying? AB in there motherfucking busting nuts and ripping gut. You know what I'm saying? And that's allegedly, folks. We're not saying that he's really doing that. So please don't quote us on that, right? But it's the pool boy. No, I'm just joking. So, but with it being said, Tom Brady is not doing well at all, right? Aaron Rodgers is having a lot of misfortune. Right, a lot. Now he's still slipping because with you knowing that your receivers aren't the guys that you've had, right? And Randall Cobb can only do so much, right?
He's on the IR, by the way.
Oh my God! So see now he's out there. What's tight his name? Turnick or something like that.
Who is it? Tunyon. Right?
Tunyon, yeah. So they can only do so much. But what I'm saying with Aaron Rodgers is that Aaron Rodgers like to throw the ball away from the defender. And with his old receivers like Devontae Adams and some of the other cats he's had to pass, they would make those catches, right, to protect themselves from that defender that he's throwing the ball away from. These young cats don't do that. So they got to take them hits, right? So Aaron Rodgers, you got to start not airing them out to dry, but like dotting them. Put the ball in their fucking chest. The defender right there, you got to start earning that big-ass paycheck, big fella. It's on you. It's on you to make your team better, period, right? It's on you. You can't make those, like I said, those laser dart perfection throws to certain spots because you know the defender's there. He's the best at it, right? He's the best in the league at it, right? So I say more so it's a kind of a 50-50 with Rodgers, right? But it's more so slipping with Brady.
Yeah, and Mitch brings up a good point in the chat where Brady is typically used to, and Rodgers to a certain degree, but not nearly as much as Brady, where he's kind of used to having the security blanket of Gronk or just a good tight end that could really, he can go through his progression, he can check down to them. They're going to get open in the zone, find a soft spot.
Right.
Doesn't really have that. So I do think it's a combination of them slipping and not being entirely focused, but also they're not getting a lot of help with the talent that they have plus injuries. Now, how that will carry over, I think the Packers are in worse shape because their defense is not really showing up for them either. I think they're in grave danger of missing the playoffs. Like I think it's entirely plausible that that they will, because they're playing Sunday night against the Mafia. And I think they're going to get ran off the block. If we're being honest. Rodgers didn't practice today. I mean, he's probably going to play, but oh man, JB. Speaking of
so much bad, it can't be no good. Goddamn.
Right. Hey, speaking of so much bad, it can't be no good. The Bears beat the Pats on Monday Night Football in a game with a lot of field goals. But JB, they're pulling Mac Jones after he pulls a pick. They pull in Zappy. He throws 2 picks. Justin Fields, I'm not going to blame it entirely on him because I know they got offensive line problems. But we've had this discussion. The OG reviewers know. We've had this discussion on this fine program. Is the world ready to admit that Alabama and Ohio State do not produce good quarterbacks? Mitch, I would love stats on this.
I don't know if they're ready to admit it or not, but I can't recall
Who are they?
I can't recall. Besides what, Kenny Stabler,
Good
right?
God.
Didn't he go to Alabama?
No, Namath.
Right, Namath. You know what I'm saying?
You need more people.
Right? Come on, man. They just don't produce good quarterbacks because they have everything under the sun available to them to throw the ball to. Right? They got every great receiver.
Right.
All their receivers run 4.4s. Right?
They
got the best. Basically, they got the best offenses. Right, they're playing against teams and defensive backs that they just have the best of everything in front of them. So hell, you could put most people in that and most quarterbacks in that situation. They're gonna fare very well, right? Bryce Young is probably honestly the most together polished quarterback that Alabama has had in a long time. Right. That's going to transition to the next level, right? Tua, not bad, right? Ain't got time to read all that shit up, Mitch. Damn.
God damn.
So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can't break that shit down, paraphrase.
Yeah, look at these names.
I'm just joking, man.
Joe Germain. Fuck
right.
all the. Oh, by the way, all these
all
quarterbacks
bust.
Michigan
Yeah, we
beat.
get it. Yeah.
Trash.
So, and then of course Ohio State, man. Come on, bro. Do I really start naming these cats off, right? That we done forgot about, that we don't even know exist no more, right?
Cardale Jones,
and this kid they got in there now, same skill set as everything else we've seen. Right? Same skill set. He ain't nothing special, nothing spectacular, right? He can just throw the ball to open receivers. Shit. I mean, and he got a smidgen of athletic ability.
Yeah.
Typical Ohio State quarterback.
I like Bryce Young and Hooker out of Tennessee more than I like CJ Stroud. I think Hooker's going to be a great pro.
You're talking about some, man. The kid in Tennessee is probably the best quarterback in college football right now.
I agree.
Right?
I agree. I think
all the way around the board. All the way around the board.
Yep. Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, like you said, this may be to pun intended, the tide might be toining for a Bryce Young. So we will see about that. And finally, Jay, before we get into our next part of this recap segment, of course, some big trades. Trade deadlines coming up. CMC goes from your former employer, the Panthers, to the Niners for 4th round pick, whatever the compensation was. And then as of today, Robert Quinn from the Bears went to the EAGLES Eagles, who are trying to stack on that already stacked defense. What did you make of these couple trades?
I'm going to say that the Bears fared better. I mean, the Eagles fared better than the 49ers. CMC's a great ball player, but at the same time, you want to be real. You're right. That's one. But you want to be real. The cat that they got rid of, what's his name? Morsart or some shit?
Mostert, yeah. Who's with Miami now.
Yeah. Same skill set. Right? Same skill set. I'm sorry. You can say what you want to say. Same skill set. Right? So he was just as valuable to that offense as CMC is going to be. Right? But as we saw the other night when they lost, right, to the Chiefs, whose defense ain't the greatest. Just be honest, right? They got big boy in the middle. They got some solid defensive backs. They got a decent linebacking core, right? Mans came up big for him in the end. What's Ford? His last name Ford, the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he came up big for him late in the game, right? So CMC is going to be okay for them. Yeah, he's a great weapon. Don't get me wrong, but he's just going to do the exact same thing that any other back in that system would do, right? This Quinn cat, hey, he gonna pay big dividends for the Eagles, right? So, and like you said, now they can get into a Ferrari package where they can put Quinn in there, Graham, and Hassan Reddick, and then the other cat, Sweat. Is Sweat still there, right? They can get a Ferrari package and have 4 outside linebacker / defensive end types who have size and speed. They can do all kind of shit, right? They can do all kind of shit. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, Mitch. I mean, that's the thing. It's in in a weird way. It almost kind of because here's the thing. We all know that Debo was like, "Get me the fuck up out of here," because you keep treating me like a running back. And then Kyle Shanahan was like, "Sure thing, whatever you say, wink, wink." And then they gave him the new deal. And what do you know? They're still running packages with him out of the backfield.
With him in the backfield.
So now all you're doing is putting CMC in that position. But then it's like, how are they going to modify that for Debo if he's going to be like in the slot, for example? Because Shanahan loves having him in the backfield. He's like in that shit.
Again, bro, that offense is a machine, right? And I've said it a million times. His and McVay's, they're both machines. There's no variation in what they do. You put cogs in there and you call the plays. Now, it just so happens that he has the cogs that he needs with use check, Kittle. Again, CMC is there now. He has Debo Samuels, Ayuk, is playing decent ball. And then, of course, Jimmy G is the ultimate game manager, right? So he's got the cogs that he needs. But they still gonna do what they do. Jimmy G, right? At some point in the game, he gonna miss some throws, right? That's gonna cost him drives, right? He's gonna throw a pick that's gonna cost him a drive or cost him a game. We just saw it against Kansas City. Like, Kansas City should not have won that game. I'm just being honest. They should not have won that game the way San Francisco came out and was playing at home, right? But they, they did what they do. So, yeah, CMC, congratulations. You got out of Carolina, which is a dumpster fire right now, right? Even though, look what they did. You know what I'm saying? When they had their pieces, like rightfully, this kid, what's his name, probably should have been starting quarterback the whole year.
PJ Walker, yeah.
Yes, rightfully, he probably should have been starting quarterback the whole year. They brought Baker Mayfield weak ass in there, and then they had Sam Harnold and Yarnold.
Harness. Oh,
man.
Yeah. Ooh-wee. Well, we'll see what plays out. And before we get to some more trade potentials, let's pay some bills real quick. Again, tap in with our young boys over there. Valley Boy
the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
ValleyBoyAssociation.com. Use code podcast22 for 20% off your order at checkout. Get the strap right now. I'm talking that championship belt. It's timtobuy.com. Get your new pre-owned vehicle. Text review to 515-444-7003 or DM him at It's Tim to Buy on Instagram, and he'll get you into the car of your dreams. And make sure to tap in with our merch. Head over to jbandbennybluereview.com/store and get that Bird Gang All Day made-to-order shirt. Use the code BG for 10% off of your order. Pow. All right? So that's the deal. Now, the trade deadline is coming up here on the Foist. All right? So we're going to bring in Mitch to the chat. Money-making Mitch has entered the chat.
Money-making Mitch. Unmute your mic, Mitch.
All right? Get on mute. And now,
I learned how to
there it is.
There it is. So now we're going to do a little reviews, patented 2022 trade deadline predictor. And these are Mitch's top 5 that he's predicting. Starting with Mitch, the Commanders, Darren Payne. The Commanders having a topsy-turvy, wishy-washy ass season, and they might be moving some assets to get some better plays for the future. Mitch, you picked Mr. Payne at number 5. Where do you think he goes, and why do you think he's the best fit there?
I think this is the least likely in my top 5 to get traded. I will start off there. He probably will end up staying compared to maybe some of the others, but I think his best placement would be the Seattle Seahawks.
Ooh,
if they want to keep this Geno Smith train it going, they need that defense to be bulked up a little bit more, and I think, they're a big defensive team. That's how they won the Super Bowl. That's how they want to keep winning. I think this would be a perfect fit for him.
Nice.
Okay. JB, thoughts?
I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? He was a first round draft pick. He's eventually going to cost him a shitload more money than they want to pay him. It's perfect. It makes sense at that point. You know what I'm saying? You start to become a cap casualty, right? And that's what we're looking at with him.
You don't think the BG makes a play?
Look at my face.
I don't know who you're talking to, but I'm definitely shaking my head.
Look at my face. He's talking to me, but look at my face.
All right. Okay. I mean,
No.
how about a play? How about a play for this, Dr. Bridges? Coming in number 4 on Mitch's list, it's Bradley Chubb. Ooh wee. Now we talking your language?
For me, yes. Right? Now you're talking my language like Drake said. All right. This one makes a little more sense for us, right? And again, I'm cool. We need interior D lineman too, right? But you know what I'm saying? Again, you get another guy like this who can still play that 3 technique, right? In a hybrid 3-4 defense, right? Wreak havoc on the inside. He can play the run inside. Like he's a really good fit for our defense. I wouldn't mind seeing this at all.
All right, well, Mitch, you picked this one. Where do you think he should go if he is on the block?
I think this is this team wants to win right now. They have a quarterback that needs to win now. They're struggling. Go all in. Why not the Bucks?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Added to what's the kid's name? What's the kid's name? The Shaquille, the defensive end, outside guy.
Griffin, who just got
Shaquille
injured.
Griffin. Oh damn it! Well, yeah. So now it makes even more sense, right?
Yeah, he just got put on the IR. I don't remember. I think he got a pectoral tear, if I remember, but that's not official. I'll look it up during our injury report later.
HGA.
And if the soft tissue, and if he's always like the fucking soft, and listen, the Bucks, and Mitch, to your point, the Bucks might be desperate enough with whatever they're going to have left with Brady, and if the Broncos are really going to admit, this season ain't going anywhere, they might try to move the asset to try to rebuild the team. The Bucks might be willing to overpay. So there you go with Bradley Chubb. All right, coming in number 3, Mitch. Sticking with the Broncos, you said Jerry Jeudy. This is a fucking spicy one. And he's still on the rookie deal, you think?
He has only a couple years left. I think they're having a fire sale at this point. I don't think they have. It's Walmart. Walmart owns them. Whenever something goes wrong,
everything must go. Roll back prices.
I don't know.
Where would he go?
I think every team could use him, so I don't know where he should go because every team is the correct answer, including the Broncos. My hope would be the Titans, just because I'm a Titans fan. So there's my.
That'd be a great place for him.
Use them, yeah,
without a doubt. To be honest, the Cowboys could probably use him. You put him in their offense. You know what I'm saying? That's just another weapon that could really push them over the edge. Not us for sure. We got enough receivers. We cool.
Yeah.
Not the 49ers. They don't need no more cogs. You know what I'm saying? That's because they got plenty. Right,
Packers out of desperation, especially if you don't want to trade them in conference.
The Packers, without a doubt, you know what I'm saying, is probably the team that needs them the most, to be honest, right? If we want to talk about teams that need them the most, I think the Packers need them the most.
They need them the most, but they love people like AJ Green, where they can pick them up for a 6th-round pick and just not use them.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus,
hey.
That's true. That is their MO.
Can't argue with you there.
They could really use them. All right, coming in number 2, back to the Commanders. It is DB William Jackson III, Mitchell.
This is one of those that pretty much every team can use a better DB than, like, at least one better DB. Any team can use it. I think the most interesting team, and I think they wouldn't do it, would be the Bills, because I don't know how long Tre'Davious White is out. If not, the Eagles would also be a good one.
Right.
But depending how long Tre'Davious White is out, I think going all in with the Bills.
I think the Bills would benefit probably the best because of the fact that they have Hyde out, and then the other safety he's injured, but I think he came back for this game, but he's still kind of gimp, right? So at this point, they can move a nickel to a safety, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who probably can play both, and that way they can give an island to William Jackson III and let them hold it down. That would just really strengthen their defensive backfield, and that would enable them to run that good Leslie Frazier hybrid 2 deep defenses like he likes to run.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, assuming that they wouldn't want to trade him in conference, I could see him going to the Bills. I think if they did trade him in conference, maybe the Vikings make a play at him.
Yeah,
I mean, they have the season where they potentially could make a run, and they might be willing to part with a couple picks and overpay a little bit to get him.
I mean, rightfully Green Bay could use them too. Let's be honest. Let's be real. You know, they could use them.
But would they make the move with the way their season?
No, of course not.
I mean, yeah, I don't think they would do it. If it was an injury and they were doing Packer things like they normally do, hell yeah, I think they would do that. But I think they know Rodgers about to be, taking ayahuasca in fucking Bombay in about 3 months. So they know, we ain't gonna do it this time.
But
but a guy who's been in the rumors for a minute and he's asked for a trade coming in for Mitch's number one is Kareem Hunt. Mitch, he's been asking for the trade. They're flirting with it, but where do you think is actually his best fit if they do move him?
I'm actually interested to hear where you might be on this one, because I think most teams that are completely run dependent with one runner, which is what Kareem Hunt is going to want to be, I think most of them have their one runner. Like I was looking at the Colts. They have their guy. The Giants have their guy. Titans have their guy.
The Jets. Because the Jets
they signed Robinson.
That's cool. They just traded for Robinson, but who's the dominant runner in this situation, right? Who's the most dominant runner in this situation? You're going to take Kareem Hunt for more carries? You're going to take Robinson? I'm going to take Kareem Hunt because he can do both.
What I think it's going to be? Honestly, I think it's going to be the Rams. I think the Rams could use him the most.
I could see that.
They're not getting
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it, but I can see it. Right?
They're not getting the most out of Henderson.
Cam Akers is hurt, so I was thinking the Rams myself. I didn't want to put it there. My other thought was, and it's such a boring team, but my other thought was possibly the Bears, and just because it's the Bears.
What about Jacksonville, though, right? Like, you go to Jacksonville.
ETN. ETN's a great runner.
That's fine, but he is a great runner, but ETN's more of a threat out of the backfield, as far as in the passing game because of his screen ability. He can run between the tackles, but you're talking about a bruiser versus a not so much of a bruiser, right? And then plus we know ATN, he's injury prone, right? From his years at Clemson.
But will ETN then freak out, and then you'll have the Travis Etienne conversation where he's like, I want to trade now.
Not at all. He wouldn't freak out. He'll be like, shit, get this motherfucker some carries too, shit.
Right. Right. But I think the thing to consider with all these names that Mitch picked is that, and you see this really every year, you have to key in on the teams who know that either like JB kind of was saying with the Jets, or what you've all kind of talked about in reference, like Mitch, you said with the Bills. You have to look at the teams that know they still have a shot to make a run, and either because of injury or just a missing piece talent-wise, they got to make a move to like shore up the team. So you got to figure with the Rams, it's like, okay, we're 3-3. We're the defending champs. We're in the middle of the season. We got to do something to add another piece because they don't know if they're actually going to come back and get Odell, later in the season.
He's not going back to the Rams, bro. I'm telling you, he's not going back.
Right. So they got to figure something out. And you look at a lot of these teams who feel like they're a piece away, like with the Bucks, JB, like you were saying, like, will they make a play to try to like shore up some of the shit that's just crushing them, like on defense, for example? So, hey, I think that's how these teams are going to look at it. And you might get some overpays for some of these guys if they feel like they really still have a shot.
I can see it.
So we'll see what's happening. All right. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. That's been some Week 7 recap, and we are going to get into the shit right now.
Let's get it.
With some savage picks. But before we do that, we got to see how we've been doing after 7 weeks. And with a drum roll, please, baby. That's right. JB is at 54, 52, and 1, but yours truly is at 61, 45, and 1. Oh, good God Almighty! Let's run through them real quick. We both picked the BG to get the job done. We both picked the Bucks. They lost to the Panthers. The Commanders beat the Packers. Mitch's Titans got the dub. We both picked that correctly, as did the Bungles. The Ravens. I correctly picked the Giants. JB picked the Jags. JB picked the Cowboys over my Kitties. Raiders got it done. I picked the Jets again. They've been hot for me. The Seahawks beat the Chargers. Chiefs beat the Niners. Dolphins beat the Steelers. Both got that wrong. And we got the Bears beating the Patriots on Monday night. So that's what it is, people. But let's get to it right now with some motherfucking Week 8 savage picks. Ooh-wee. Starting with some Thursday night football. It's, quote, the Raven Nevermore. Flying down to Tampa Bay's Buccaneers, and the line is 1.5 for the Ravens on the road, Dr. Bridges.
Yep. Let's see here. Okay, I'm taking Baltimore. All right, I'm taking Baltimore. I'm taking Baltimore. I'm taking Baltimore. All right, this is what it is.
No Campbell, no Bateman, then no Julio for the Bucks. I don't know. I don't see the Bucks with their problems bouncing back. I'm taking the Ravens as well. Mitch, who do you like in this one? Oh, were you muted?
Turn your mic on.
Nope. He's still muted.
I'm taking the Ravens on this one.
You got the Ravens as well. All right, very good. All right, we're taking it to foggy London town, JB. Russell Wilson's over there doing high knees on the plane, all types of shit against Duval in London, and the line is 3.5 for the Jaguars in London.
Duval.
Yep, I like it. I'm taking the Jags as well. Injury-wise, do we have anything? But Mitch, who do you got in this one?
I'm interested. I should have looked up the stats on how often Jacksonville wins because I feel like that's an actual stat at this point in London. Since Jacksonville is the home team, they land there a little bit earlier. I think they're a better team. Also, I got the Jags.
Yep, we all agree on that. All right, the Dolphins coming in off the dub, going against my Kitties, and the line is 3 for the Dolphins on the road. JB.
I got to pick the fans on this one, man. Just on the strength of more offensive talent. And, you guys' defense is 2 hit or miss, right? They'll be up on you guys by fucking 14 points before you know it.
Yeah, this one is a potential to be an ugly, janky game. Listen, if the Kitties can play complete ball where not one side's playing well, but the other side's fucking up and they just keep flipping and reversing it each week, Goff cannot make mistakes. Brother, you cannot throw 2 or 3 picks in this one and expect to win. They got way too much firepower. So it's possible if they make it an ugly jank, as JB likes to say, that weird slot when you go play in Detroit, a jank game.
One thing about it is playing Detroit is not the business.
Right. So that's the possibility that they have to win it. So we'll see. And this is, in fact, Mitch's money-making pick of the week. Mitch, you were picking the spread, the Dolphins to clear the spread against the Kitties. But who do you like in the actual money line, sir?
Oh, I still got Miami on this one. I don't know if TJ Hawkinson's playing, which will make a huge thing. I
see if Swift is back.
Swift is back, who's great, and Jameson Williams is out. I still got Miami.
Yep, there you go. If you're a betting man, I would like that. And I think you were what 1-2 on the year so far with a money making pick of the week, correct?
Yep. And last time I did gambling, I went 1-2 and then went 14-2 by the end.
Woo!
So,
if you see reviews, he took the Kitties +7 last week, and that was an ugly spread.
Little
there
flex.
You go.
That was a slight flex right there, man.
I'm gonna make a run here.
There you go.
I'll be good.
Love it. All right, keeping it moving here. It's the Steelers going to JB's drafting team, the EAGLES Eagles. And JB, the line is 11. Cheeky line for the Eagles at home.
Not going to take the line. Going to take the Eagles. Pittsburgh got some soul searching to do. And with that damn defensive line of Philadelphia and that whack-ass offensive line of Pittsburgh, ain't no way in hell they're going to beat them at home for sure. Ain't no way in hell.
Yeah, the link's going to be rocking. I'm definitely curious to see if Robert – I wonder if Robert Quinn's actually going to play this week. If not, I wouldn't be surprised.
He'll probably – I'll give him –
He won't start.
No, he won't start, but I'll give him 12 snaps.
No Lane Johnson, no TJ Watt. I don't think that's consequential for this game. I'm taking the Eagles to stay undefeated. Mitch, who you got?
I got the Eagles also. I do think TJ Watt would move the line quite a bit, but I would still have the Eagles.
All right, there you go. All right, let's see here. It's the dude at the
Pass the Duncan. Pass the Duncan.
Jets.
Pass the Duncan.
And the line is 2.5 for the. Wait a minute, it's 2.5 for the Pats. What the hell's going on here? Is it because of the injury to Breece Hall? What in the Sam Hill is going on here? It is. It's 2.5 for the Pats. On the road.
They just traded though. They just traded for a running back. I mean, he's not going to play much, but still, like, you know what?
The current line.
You know what? And I'm going to England, right?
Really?
I'm going to England. All right. You know, it's a Belichick team. They're going to bounce back, especially against these cats. Right? I'm going to England.
I don't know what I'm getting out of quarterback. So I mean, I know what they can do on defense, but damn it, I can't trust the damn thing they do on offense. So I think I'm going to take the Jets at home to get a much-needed win against the Pats. Mitch, what do you got?
Yeah.
I was going to go the Jets until I saw the line, and I think Vegas is always smarter than me. I'm going New England because I trust Vegas more than I trust my gut.
That's true. I'm betting this one though. I'm not gonna lie.
They got Sam Rothstein. They got Rothstein in there. You know what I'm saying? they got our guy Rothstein over there. You know what I'm saying?
You got the leg broke.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god! All right, NFC South matchup is JB's former employer, the Keep Pounding Panthers, going down to the Dirty Birds, and the line is 6 for the Falcons at home.
I don't do this much, but I'm picking the Falcons. I don't do this much, but I'm picking the Falcons. I ain't gonna pick them by 6. I think they're gonna win the game by 3 or 4 points. But yeah, I'm picking the Falcons, man.
Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons as well. Panthers at this point are literally vying for that number 1 spot, and that's word to Ludacris out of the ATL. They want to have an everything must go sale and lose and lose as much as possible. So I'm taking the Falcons as well. Mitchell, who you got?
This should have been my money-making pick right here.
Right.
I would definitely take Atlanta. They have covered every game except for last game when it comes to the spread. I think they win this game.
All right, we're all in agreement there. All right, keeping it moving. It's the Raiders going down the big Bowl, baby. They're 0-3 on the road. Raiders taking on the Saints, who are 1-3 at home, and the line is 2 for the Raiders on the road.
Well, Benny, you know how I do when I play this horn.
Dalton to start, by the way.
The Saints, they're going to march in, right? Because I don't trust Vegas to save my motherfucking life. All right, here we go. I got the Saints.
Well, I do trust Vegas. I don't trust Andy Dalton to save my goddamn life. So I'm taking the Raiders on the road to get it done. Mitch, what do you got? How are you going to split the tie?
I trust the sportsbook, and even though I don't trust Vegas Raiders, I think Vegas Raiders get their first away win of the year.
Wow, in New Orleans, shit. All the voodoo that goes on down there. I don't know.
You can do that, but we also got the redhead rifle over there, so that.
Oh my god, the red rocket, the red BB gun.
Okay, so the thing about it is that he threw 3 picks last week, does right? Well, he won't do it twice, right? So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, it's the Bears as the. About them Cowgirls, them Cowboys, who are hosting the Bears, and the line is 10.5 for the Cowboys at home, JB.
10.5? I don't know about all that. Chicago gonna make it weird. You know what I'm saying? I think Dak gonna throw a couple interceptions, to be honest. Just be honest. The Cowboys gonna win. I wouldn't take that line though.
Yeah, same. Don't like the line, but I'm definitely taking the Cowboys in this one. Mitch, who you got?
I never like a double-digit line. Still taking the Cowboys.
There you go. All right, Mitch, here it comes. It's the Boyd gang heading to the Skull Vikings, baby. This is going to be a hot one. The Vikings are 3-0 at home, and the line is 3.5 for the Vikings. Mitch, I'm definitely curious on injuries on this, but JB, break it down for your BG.
Well, I mean, three phases of football. That's all we need, right? We're a more talented football team than them. Right, it comes down to coaching. Hopefully, Cliff doesn't fucking bitch up and he calls a decent game if he still got a clipboard in hand. But if he doesn't have a clipboard in hand, we'll probably fare better. But either way it goes, all right. Defense don't give up the holes. Don't let Thielen have a big game, and we'll be just fine. Right.
Well, Mitch, if you're looking and you're about to tell me that the BG have some real serious injuries, which I don't think they do of anything of consequence this week.
Richard Lawrence is the only one.
Okay. I'm taking the BG, JB, but God damn it, this is completely dependent on if Cliff and Kyler are going to be in sync, because they can't go out there and play a bad game. Right now, we know they play on the road.
You mean the music group NSYNC? Or?
Right, right. Basically, they're basically like a boy band without a fucking drama.
Right, fucking punks.
Right, Jesus
fucking
Christ.
Punks.
So right. I'm gonna take the Cardinals, but it's completely dependent on Cliff. Cliff, don't fuck it up. Please don't fuck it up. Mitch, who you got?
God, Cardinals got 10 days off. That's amazing. My biggest worry is they're on the East Coast. It's a 10 a.m. game, which means it's a 7 a.m. game, which means they probably won't wake up till the second half. I got the Vikings. I'm changing my mind.
Oh, no. Oh, man. This was a hard one to pick. I'm not going to lie.
Good logic. Man. Some good logic.
Yep. All right. Well, we're going to pull at your heartstrings there, Dr. Hughes. It's your Tighten Up Titans against the H-Town coming down Texans, and the line is 2 for Tennessee on the road. Mitch, why will your Titans win? Break it down for your Titans.
Here's actually one of the stats I was working on. Super excited for this one. Eric Henry has 673 yards and 7 touchdowns in his last 3 games against the Texans. Do I need to speak more?
No, not really. I got the Titans anyway, so it don't matter to me. You ain't got to convince me, Mitch.
Texans are gonna have to really tighten up to try to spoil it. I mean, I guess it's possible.
No pun intended.
It's possible, but I'm definitely playing it safe, taking the Titans. All right, it's the Commanders going against the recently benched Matt Ryan list.
Matty Ice got put on ice.
Matty Slush in favor of Sam Ehlinger, and the line is 3 still for the Colts at home.
Ehlinger's a kid from Texas, right?
Correct.
Yeah, he wasn't very good at Texas, so I'm going with the Commanders.
Yeah, I'm taking the Commanders as well. I'm actually kind of surprised that given that news that Vegas still has this line as -3. This one I actually might bet as well. No injuries looking like. Mitch, who you got in this one?
In this one, I got the Colts. I don't think they'll know how to defend Ehlinger just because there's no video of any sort.
Right. Yeah, he's gonna make some of those wild plays because he can run a little bit.
Yeah, I think he gets a surprise win out of it. And then we talk about Ehlinger as we talked about Cooper Rush for like 3 weeks, and then I hate my life because I hate that guy. And then next thing you know, he throws 4 picks in a game, and then we can go back to normal.
Reality strikes, Mitch. That's what happened. Next thing you know, reality strikes.
But game one, he's got this.
Yeah, no tape. There you go. All right, this is an intriguing matchup. I'm looking for this. It's the G-men against the who? Wake the Neighbors. It's Seattle hosting them in the Big Coffee Cup.
The Geno-led Squawks.
Yep. And the line's 3 for the Squawks at home, JB.
Yeah, fuck the Squawks. All right. Well, you know what? Man, no, man. Geno been playing well, but New York Giants is a janky ass football team. All right, give me the fucking G, man. Let's go, the G, man.
Oh my God! All right, I'm taking the Squawks. I'm taking the Squawks to finally put an end to this.
He's drinking the Kool-Aid, Mitch.
Temporarily,
he is sipping on the Kool-Aid, buddy.
Yep.
My question is, who's the G-men? Because we got Geno on one side and we got the Giants on the other. So we got a couple G-men going on.
No, we're talking about the G-men, not the G-man. Right? Geno would be the G-man. The G-men is plural, Mitch. Come on. I know you grew up in a mountainous town, but you know what I'm saying?
I grew up in a farm town, which might be worse.
Well, I mean, it's a mountainous atmosphere, right?
Well, Mitch, who do you got in this one? What do you like?
I'm glad you took the Seahawks because if you took the Giants, I was going to purposely just irritate JB a little bit and go the other way. But now I'm going to choose who I want to win, and I'm going to go with the Giants.
Yes.
All right. Cool. That's tight. All right, we'll see. I'm definitely watching that one. All right. Yeah, it's Niners at Rams. NFC West matchup, and the line is 1.5 for SF. In SoFi, JB.
The Spider-Man meme. Right, offensively, you know what I'm saying? So, in SoFi, I'm going to pick the Niners. The Rams just ain't got it. Right, the Rams just ain't got it. CMC is going to have a hell of a game this game. Right, and they're going to start blowing them heavy. Right, heavier, rather, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be busting nuts all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Because the commentators are going to be sucking him off. Yeah, I think the Niners are going to whoop their ass.
All right, I'm taking the Niners as well. That was like a Pornhub description for like the last 30 seconds of the pick, like blowing them and smashing it. Good God Almighty! I'm
nuts are busting. Nuts are busting. You know what I'm saying?
Mitch, what do you got?
I also got the 49ers.
All right, there you go. We're all in agreement there. All right, it's the boom, 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 boom. Go Pack, go! Get the
mafia. What a mustard at?
Yeah, put them through a table, baby. 10.5 for the Bills at home, JB.
Wouldn't take the line, but I'm taking the Bills.
All right, I'm taking the Mafia as well. Mitchell, what do you think?
Oh, I was typing into the chat. This is the first time Aaron Rodgers has ever been a double-digit underdog. I don't know if I like that line because I feel like Rodgers might be a little mad that this is the first time because we all know Rodgers really does care about everything that's said about him. I still think Buffalo wins. I just wouldn't take that line in Vegas.
So are you saying that the belt comes out this game?
I think this is You know what? You're right. I do think the belt comes out. I think.
Are
somehow,
you saying that the belt comes out this game?
I think the belt.
Is he going to run for a first down in a crucial, pivotal play, and he's going to get up, bow, slam it on him?
Thank you, JB. I changed my mind. Packers win because the belt comes out and Aaron Rodgers pulls out the belt.
Wait, so you think the Packers are actually going to win? I don't think that the spread's going to get covered. But you think they're going to win?
Yep. Here comes the belt. This is not only a belt game. This is now a pelt game. He is going to go and take the pelt from the Bills.
Pure insanity, Mitch.
Bold
Pure
prediction.
Insanity. All right. And boom, 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 boom. It's Monday Night Football. It's the Bungles going against the dog.
I just told the dog to sit the fuck down. That's why I did this. I just told the dog to go sit down.
And the line is 3 for the Bungles on the road, JB.
The Battle of Ohio. Ohio. All right. So with that being said, I got Cincy, man. You know what I'm saying? I got Cincy at Cleveland. It's not really a home game for either one of them when they play. So it's going to be what for what. You know what I'm saying? It's really about who's winning, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I know Cleveland fans that got Cincinnati jerseys on the slick and vice versa. So, I'm going.
Yeah, I don't trust the line, and I think the Browns are gonna show up for a primetime game to make it interesting. But I definitely think the Bengals are gonna get one done. It could be on the leg of one young Evan McPherson, JB, who by the way is on our fantasy team. So we're taking the Bengals. Mitch, who you got, sir?
I am also taking the Bengals, and this is the most Ohio thing ever where I don't give a crap about this game at all. So way to go, Ohio.
Way to go, Ohio.
A lot of orange about to go on. A lot of orange.
Right.
A lot of orange. Right.
Chiefs and Chargers got the bye week, and we will see who's right, who's wrong, who is both right, who is both wrong. Quick
the Chargers
fantasy
need
football.
a bye week after last week.
Yeah, they need Jesus after last week. Quick fantasy football check-in. We are sitting at 5-2, a 2-game win streak. Team Nando is sitting in first place of the Bridges division at 6-1, and Limitless KB is also at 6-1 in the blue division on fantasy football. And that's it. Dr. Bridges, take us home with a little bit of "We Need Us," good sir.
Go vote. That's just that. Go vote. Wherever you at, go vote. Second of all, fuck Clay Thomas, right? You know we need us right here. This is JB talking Thompson, yeah. This is JB talking shit. All right. You don't bring your ass to the desert with all that weak ass shit. And Suns, great job of busting their head. Warriors, y'all some hoes for we got 4 championships. Nobody give a fuck about that shit, right? Nobody cares what you did yesterday, right? We live in the present. If I was booked, I'd have been like, yeah, y'all got 4 championships. But in present time, I'm whooping your ass. Wop, 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 whooping your ass. You know what I'm saying? And Clay Thompson, you pussy ass. You ain't been hard since the last time you had sex. You know what I'm saying? Never. You ain't never been motherfucking tough, boy. You know what I'm saying? So bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Pussy. He was kicked out of a game because he threatened to fight somebody. Boy, you ain't gonna fight no goddamn boy. Boy, sit your bitch ass down somewhere. We'll be lucky I would at the game. I'd have been Nipsey in this motherfucker. Rest in peace, Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? I'd have got up and pulled my pants up. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this one. The one right there with the hair light skin. Well, let me get him. You know what I'm saying? Let me put these thunder cookies on his bitch ass. With all that being said, all right, this is episode 235. Goddamn it. Follow us on social media at JB and Benny Blue. All social media platforms and on YouTube. 5-star, subscribe, like, tell your friends about us. All right. We live stream Wednesdays, 7:45 Pacific Standard Time, 10:45 Eastern Standard. Now it's really 7:30 and 10:30.
Right. Somewhere there, you'll see it.
Time's about to change, so you know what I'm saying, East Coast, you know what I'm saying, we'll be getting y'all a little earlier, all right? And we appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, the people that are sticking with us. Catch us on our individual Instagrams at 73KingJB73 and, of course, at Benny Blue Eyes, which always was and always will be. All right, check us out in the Valley. Listen live. All right, live streaming radio in Phoenix here, casualsports.com. Shout out to Earl, Ed, Javon, Sean, and, of course, I got Money Making Mitch, who is helping us out, man. We love it, all right? Still want to hear our melodious voices. And if you hear voices you don't know, that's Mitch's. All right? That's Mitch's voice, okay? That voice, that's Mitch, okay? Money Making Mitch, we call it. $1 will get you what you want to hear. The podcast form of our show, all right? Patreon.com/JB and Benny Blue. That hot dollar is going to get that for you, man. Pay that hot dollar. Quit fucking tricking off with these hoes, okay? You feel me? Burning Bridges podcast does live stream Tuesday nights, even though we are on a small hiatus until about the November 11th. All right, say word to the whole All About the Birds family, the AAT Sports Network. All right, on YouTube. All right, AAT Sports Media Network. We got it out.
Got
All right, follow us up, subscribe, right?
Yep.
Give us that love. You know what I'm saying? Again, tell your friends about us as well. Sponsorship, interviews, new music, hate mail, love mail. We don't give a fuck. Holla at us, JB and Benny Blue Review at gmail.com. All right, we will get back with you, man. You know what I'm saying? We do this. All right.
Yes.
Gentlemen, episode 235, man. I appreciate you guys. All right.
We love it.
Wonderful work. All right, we'll see you guys next time. All right, enjoy this weekend of football.
Yes, great football. That's
and
right.
Watch some college football. The shit's amazing. All right.
Mm-hmm. Reviewers, we love you. Until next week, we are out, baby. Peace.